Welcome to another kick-ass episode of Running Amok in America, spreading across the country
like a plague.
Hi, I'm your host, Wes Parrish, and welcome to another kick-ass episode of Running Amok in America, a show dedicated to local bands, national acts, and all that stuff in between. Hey, check it out, this week I'm incognito, but it's another great show for you to watch. So this week we've got E-Bomb, a local band running around town. You got to check them out, one hell of a band, and hey, they got a great sideshow. If you see them, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And then we've got sGrotto Comedy Night. That's right, Comedy Night at sGrotto, a favorite haunt of mine. That's right, we had Troy Conrad, Sean McCarthy, a good personal friend of mine and one hell of a comedian, and friends. Yes, and it was one night filled with nothing but laughs. I got to give it up for Troy Conrad. He did one hell of a good job. He really shaped up his act from the last time I saw him. So props to you, Troy. I appreciate what you've done. So hey, check it out. Get a hold of us at this number, 602-953. That's right, special effects 953-2088. That's right. Hey, give us a call. Tell us what you think of the show. Tell us whether you like it, whether you don't. Or you can email us at www.runningamok.com. That's right, www.runningamok.com. And also, contact Cable Access. Contact your local legislator. Contact your House representative, because they have two bills on the House and the legislature that want to get rid of cable access. Do you want them to get rid of cable access? I don't think so. Or contact us and we'll tell you exactly how to do it off our website. Hey, for the next half an hour, I want you to kick back, relax, because you are mine.
All these things you see, I don't want it anymore. Feelings like they were before. Don't you throw it all away. Don't you want without you. I don't wanna go where it was before. Thrown it all away. What do you want from me?
Actually, it's a little over-exaggerated. I'm a substitute teacher, so I don't really teach per se, as more as I take attendance and show the movie Rudy. It's a skill, it's an inspiring tale, goddammit. Actually, the first time I ever subbed, it was for a high school German class, and these kids were just awful. I lost complete control of them. Halfway through the class, they marched out and they invaded the French class. Who surrendered immediately, by the way. So I got everybody rounded back up, decided to play a game of quiet ball. And I don't think in the history of the world a girl has ever won the game of quiet ball, because it combines the skills of throwing and catching without talking. It's just not your game, ladies. It's just not. I know there's a couple females sitting in the crowd going, that's the sexist thing to say, I should yell something out, but then you'd lose. Now it snuck up on you, cool. So, where's the guy? Sir, are you like a guy who hangs around high schools for no particular reason? In a van, with Prada bags, trying to lure girls in? I'm just getting that vibe, I don't know why. So, but you've seen what these high school girls are wearing. Have you guys seen what these high school girls are wearing? It's like they're going clubbing. It's absolutely ridiculous. Or another word I like to use is great. I mean, they walk into my class and they got their midriff showing, they got their thongs hanging out, they got their hip huggers on, and they're 17 and hot. They're like, hey, Mr. Substitute Teacher Guy, can you go to the front of the class and do a problem on the board? And I'm like, actually, guys, I'm gonna have to hide behind the desk for a little bit here. Something has to go away. Hey, fat kid, can you dance for a second? That's gonna speed the whole process up. I need one chubby to get rid of another. Yeah, so I like to hang around kids a lot. Not in a creepy way, though. No. Thanks to this last summer, I went to go do some community service. I actually volunteered at the YMCA because, well, the judge told me I had to. Ignore that. I was doing good. That's all that matters. And I was coach of 6th graders, boys basketball. I had a great time, but I learned a couple new things. The first thing I learned was the parents take it a tad too seriously. Oh my God, you parents are insane, you know. They're doing stuff with the kids like, double down, the pick and roll, watch the back door. And their kids are just like, what? I mean, they're spinning, and they're like, yeah! Why is my mom yelling? Yeah! Stop punching that man, Dad. Woo! So I'm the coach, I'm trying to yell useful information, stuff like, dribble! Get your finger out of there, that's bad. When I said I wanted more ball movement, that's not what I meant. And we weren't a very good team. We got stuck with the black jerseys. It's Phoenix, middle of summer. My kids are on outdoors in the black jerseys, just brutal. Actually, I had one kid evaporate. So I had 4 guys in the court. They got a technical foul for the laws of nature. It's not right, not funny. All right, cool. You gotta throw in a clunker every once in a while to realize the gold. But anyway, we played our first game, and of course we lost, because that's what we did, we lost a lot. And I forgot to pick the team name, I just spaced on it. So I was like, come on guys, hurry up, the other team has to know who they appreciated, let's go. Anybody play sports? The other team's like, 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? Seriously, we don't know, you never told us your name. Give us a clue. And I think it was one of the kids, he goes, hey, let's be the Panthers. Everybody's thinking about, yeah, the Panthers, that sounds good. And then one of the kids noticed the color of our jerseys. So he goes, hey, let's be the Black Panthers. Actually, guys, I don't think that's such a good idea. But coach, you said it could be anything you want. If you want to be the Black Panthers. Fine, we're the Black Panthers. So there I was the leader of the Black Panthers. Stay strong, fight the fight. We weren't good, we had good attendance, I'll tell you that. We had Louis Farrakhan show up to a game, FBI, Klansmen. Some of the original Black Panthers showed up. I thought that was nice of them. Of course, they are now the enlarged prostate Panthers because they're old now.
I had a girl at the what's the bar that used to be on the corner of Mill Avenue, right below the Hooters? Whatever that bar is, the piano place. What? Yeah, I was at Belo's, and it's something else now. I think I don't know. Like about 6-7 months ago, it's all the cast from Last Comic Standing. It's all these comics. They're all way more famous. And I was just hanging out, and some girl comes up to me and goes, "Are you Troy Conrad?" And I go, "Yeah, yeah." And she goes, "Oh my God, I saw you at Joe's Grotto, and you're so funny. What's up?" And I go, "Oh, hi, hi." And she goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go back to my place. Maybe you can come with me. We can just drink and hang out and talk and maybe have sex." And I was like, "I'm sorry, you know what? I'm actually very happily married, so thank you. That's really nice of you, you know." And I was flattered. And that night, I took my wife home, I took Liz home. I beat the shit out of her, people, because I never had that happen before I got married. You see the action I could have had if I just waited 5 more years. I'm kidding. I had the nice privilege to understand. My favorite band was live, and there was this place on Highland called the Roxy. I went 2 hours before the show, it was sold out, and I walked right in. There were 7 gigantic, muscle, tattoo bouncer guys, kind of like Kevin up front, the kind of guy you do not want to fuck with. You do not want to fuck with these guys. There were like 7 of them. I walk in, I had no choice. I mean, if I'm going to get in, I got to act like an authority figure. So I walked in, I go, "I need all of you guys to come with me now." I'm shitting my pants, but they start following. I swear to God, I'm going, I have no fucking idea what I'm going to do when I walk in this room. So they follow me, and I go, "We need these chairs moved. I want them back in the back, and I want them on the balcony. I do not want tables right here. I want those posters on that wall. Now, the band is coming, okay?" And then they were doing shit. I had them busy for like an hour. Fucking hour. I got my friends in free that night. I mean, I had carte blanche. And I'm like, I'm just telling them shit to do, and I'm like running out of stuff. I'm making things up. And then some of the guys start asking questions. I go, "Listen, I am trying to help you. I'm trying to help you keep your job. The band is coming. Some shit is gonna go down here. You listen to me, you don't ask questions, and you do it. Move the fucking table." And they fucking did it. And then I realized, like years later, I go, "Oh my God, if you want to be in a position of authority, all you got to do is act like one, give people lots of busy work to do, and if they ask questions, make them feel guilty about it, and then tell them to shut the fuck up." The 2 dog bins walking into a bartenders said, "Sorry, this restriction stays in orders." And the dog groomer said, "We just came in to get a buzz." See, it's okay. It's a punning joke for the most part. It's fucking stupid, but try to go with it. All right, come on. What's
Window washer.
Well,
Window washer.
thank you. Window washer. Give me another one. I'll do 2.
Chimney sweep!
Farm worker.
What?
Chimney sweep!
Farm worker.
Migrant farm worker.
Window washer.
2 migrant farm worker window washers. Walk into a bar and the bartender says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve migrant farm worker window washers." And the migrant farm worker window washer said, "You know, I can see right through you, and you're full of shit." And finally, my last piece of advice is keep pantyhose in your car. When I was, my best friend Chris Anderson, when I was in high school, we kept pantyhose in our car. Mish, remember? You remember?
Oh yeah.
I always had pantyhose. This is why. I've never had someone actually verify. People think I'm full of shit when I say this. I'm serious. Because within the year, if you do this, you will pull up next to an armored truck. You want to have the pantyhose, okay? You put them on. You can only do this, you can't do this in LA. People just think it's another cocksucker with plastic surgery. You do this, you pull up next to that armored truck, and you don't do anything. This is not illegal. Just look at take out your daughter? These are hers. Thank you very much, sir. What's the difference between a penis and a bonus?
Say, Ballsy, I don't know what is the difference between...
Your wife will always blow your bonus.
Those are the kind of things you need to work on here.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, these kids these days, they're wild, these kids. They're wild.
Listen, Ballsy, I was thinking about this. Maybe this could be a comedy story. How do you stop a dog from humping your leg?
I don't know, how do you?
You pick him up and give him a blowjob.
Ah, that's right. Hey, who hasn't had that happen?
Well, it works almost every time, see?
Very nice. That's a zinger. That's good.
That's a zinger.
You should do this for a living, my friend.
I'll look into it.
Hey,
Come on, Ballsy.
did I tell you, Peterson, that I asked this woman in the elevator if I could smell her pussy?
You did, Ballsy. That is ballsy, Ballsy.
Yeah, and she said, no. And I said, oh, well, must be your feet then.
I mean, if only we had a harmonica.
If only there was a harmonica, that joke would be quite good, quite good.
Say, Ballsy.
Yeah, I got Peterson.
What's the difference between a porn star and a broom closet?
I don't know. What is it?
You can only fit 2 men in a broom closet.
I've read some stories there, my friend. I'll tell you right now. Let's see what's on the next page, Peterson.
I'd love to take a peek.
What does a toilet, an anniversary, and a clitoris have in common, Ed?
I don't know, Ballsy. What do a toilet, an anniversary, and a clitoris have in common?
Men usually miss all three.
Hey, now!
Hey now, come on. These kids, they love it. They love it.
Say, Ballsy, what's the difference between erotic and kinky?
I don't know. What is the story there? What happened?
Well, when you're erotic, you use a feather. When you're kinky, you use the whole chicken.
There we go. I've seen the videos, my friend. Hey, what's... Peterson. What's the difference? What's the difference between oral sex and anal sex?
Say, I don't know.
Oral sex makes your day, but anal sex makes your whole week.
Hold on, that's a zinger. Makes your whole it's all coming together. Say, Ballsy, you're good at this stuff.
Hey, you know what? That's when they pay me the big bucks.
Say, Ballsy, what do you call 1,000 heavily armed lesbians?
What do you call them? I don't know.
Militia Etheridge. That's a zinger.
It's a zing. It's a dream come true, too, my friend. Let me tell you that right now. Hey, Peterson.
Yeah, Ballsy.
Why does NASA employ bleach blondes?
Why is that, Ballsy?
Because they're good at researching black holes. I don't know who wrote that. I'm going to have to fire that kid. I have no idea.
Say, Ballsy, what's the difference between a Catholic wife and a Jewish wife?
Between a Catholic wife and a Jewish wife?
That's what I said, a Catholic wife and a Jewish wife.
I have no idea.
A Catholic wife has real orgasms and fake jewelry.
Ah, very nice. All right, thank you, everybody. Hey.
I did at shows, and I thought of some of my favorite jokes. And then I thought I'd do some of my favorite jokes from Joe's right out of the gate. And the funniest thing that ever happened to me was when I first moved to Arizona, I had never seen a Native American. I never knew what an Indian was. The only ones I ever saw was like on TV. Remember the commercial where there was all that litter? And that Indian had like the big headdress and he was kneeled down over the stream and there was all the litter going by and he was crying. That and movies are the only Indians I ever saw. So when I first moved here to Arizona 11 years ago, I was like, man, I want to see me some Native American. I want to see Indians, because when I was younger, I was like, fuck the cowboys, I'll be an Indian, they're cool. I'll put makeup on and run around with a tomahawk, that's crazy shit. So I moved here, I was like, man, I'm going to find some Indians. And I was here like 5 days, and I said, I'm driving out to an Indian reservation. And I remember when I drove there, that, man, there were beer cans like everywhere. There was just fucking litter, cans, bottles, every fucking... And I remember thinking, wasn't that Indian crying because of all the litter? And I realized he was probably just crying because he was out of beer. And that's fucked up because there's like bullshit beer. When I drove to the Indian reservation, there's like empties everywhere. And there was like Natural Light and fucking like Pabst Blue Ribbon. I'm like, you guys got casinos. Get some Corona, motherfuckers. Get some Newcastle. My mom got remarried. a couple years ago. It was so awesome. And she married Tom Libzukis. That's his name. Tom Libzukis. That's what we used to call him. Make fun of his name. But he's so cool. He's like an uncle to me. So I'm used to. Usually people go. Like when I introduce my mom and my stepfather, I always go, "This is my mom, my uncle Tom. They're married." Sounds fucked up. What? Your mom married her brother? Welcome to fucking Weirdoville. One time I said, "This is my Uncle Tom." No, I'm anyway, it's fucked up. Yeah, this is my Uncle Tom. It's a black guy that acts white, married my mom. It's cool. It's cool, dude. Do a dance for us. It's good to be free watermelon. It's so fucked up. I'm such a jackass. I can't pull it together. The cool thing about my stepfather is he encourages me to be fucking crazy, and because my real dad was a fucking dick. He would always be like, "Don't get hyper, take a knee, focus." He was such a bastard. Don't embarrass me. You're the one that's gonna get drunk and fucking moon everybody, Jack. Take shit from nobody and pass me the beer. Seriously, pass beer. We had the best vodka food stamps goodbye. He was the greatest. But my stepfather's so cool because he always like when I was a kid, I used to like do pratfalls in public and pretend I was like crashing and stuff. Like I think it's so funny to walk around. Like if you're walking through the bar, just be like, "Oh fuck, who put that there? Fucking bullshit." And it's funny to see you like, "Oh my god, that guy got hurt." So my stepfather likes it. He thinks it's funny. And one time, right after my mother got married, I took my stepfather and my mother out to dinner, and he's like, "Do something crazy." I was like, "All right." And he kept like egging me along, but I was being good through the whole dinner. I was like, "I'm gonna buy you guys dinner. You're married. I love you. You're so awesome." And then just right as the waitress came over, like it dropped off the check, I was like, I said, "Excuse me, I'll take that." And I took the bill, and then I stood up and I said, "You're not even my real dad, dick!" And I just stormed out of the restaurant. So fucking cool. It's so fun. Friends got a couple of pretty funny because one of her daughters is 11 years old and she wanted to go to the Rooney concert. You ever hear of Rooney? They were on the OC. I don't know who the fuck the OC is or Rooney. I got this CD. I was like, "All right, I'll take you to the concert." I was trying to be like the who, like I'll be cool. I'll take you to a concert. And I go to a concert, I eat like an eighth of mushrooms and start smoking weed by the first song. So I'm like, "Hannah, you're 11. You ready to hang? It's gonna be crazy. You're gonna see some shit, Hannah. This is gonna be nuts. You think SpongeBob rules? Wait till Rooney's light show on the East." Mama's gonna worry. I tell my girlfriend, like, "Don't worry, I'll get tickets. I'll take her to the show. I'll be good. I won't even smoke weed in the balcony. I'll go through it clear-headed." So the best part about the whole show, it turns out Rooney in concert, like on CD, Rooney sucks. On the OC, they're horrible. In concert, they fucking rip. I was amazed. Like the guitar player went fucking nuts. He was shredding like he was fucking in Aerosmith. It was awesome. He was like Joe fucking Perry. But anyway, there's like, a lot of like young kids and teenagers going to the show with their parents. And so I have to get on this elevator on the 4th floor of the parking structure and go down to the 1st floor and then walk into the building. And all these parents and kids cram in the elevator, and I'm standing next to Hannah, and I just go, "All right, Hannah, listen, they're not going to check a kid for weed and booze, so you're going to hold it, all right, sweetie?" Sister was a really cool sister, but a couple times she pissed me off when we were younger, so I got her back through her child. And then so I realized if I had kids, dude, I totally would put a mustache on and make them walk like a midget. I make them do crazy shit. Like my little nephew, one time I told him, he goes, "Uncle Sean, you're a comedian. Tell me to do something funny that a comic would do." And I go, "Oh, I got an idea." Go in the kitchen, go over to your mom, my sister, pull your pants down so your ass is just showing and go, "Let me ask you something." He goes, "How is that funny? And that's a bad word." I go, "It's like a pun. It'll be funny because you like ask like ass." He goes, "I don't know." I go, "Just do it. Do it." My sister was on the phone. He goes walking in the kitchen and he pulls his pants down. He goes, "Mom," and I just hear, "Michael, I'm on the phone." "Mom." "Michael, I'm on the phone." "Mom." "What, Michael?" "Let me ask you something." The #1 selling prescription drug in America is actually the #1 selling drug is a Viagra, Cialis, or any of those drugs that get your dick hard. How great is that? We live in a country where people are dying of AIDS and cancer, but the #1 prescription drug is, "I need to get my dick hard." Grandma in-law's dying of cancer, but can you get my cow card? That's the equivalent of that. And you know what kills me about Viagra? It's for fucking erectile dysfunction. You know, and my nephew, this is a great story. My nephew called me, I was talking to him one time and he goes, Uncle Sean, I'm watching TV. Hey, what's ED? I go, what are you talking about? He goes, all these commercials for ED. What's erectile dysfunction? Is my pee-pee gonna get broke? And I was like, Michael, what are you talking about? He goes, what's erectile dysfunction? All I could think about was I have to be honest with this kid and explain what erectile dysfunction is to my nephew. So on the phone I said, Michael, erectile dysfunction is when you've done too much coke, drank too much Jack, and can't fuck. Really, the number one killer, that's what erectile. That means all our grandparents are buying it fucking tenfold and fucking like crazy. And if that was true, all our parents would be in the emergency room with like fucking busted knees, throwing out bags. Grandpa would be like, I've fallen and I've still got it up. Can you just get here and put me on my wife?
Hey, I hope you enjoyed the show, everybody. Once again, I'm your host, Wes Parrish. Definitely get a hold of us. Email us, contact us. Tell us whether you liked the show, whether you didn't, or whether you'd like to help us save cable access. That's right, so you can see awesome shows like this. You know, I do this for you, the people, all right? So definitely get a hold of us, right? It just takes a little time of your day to make a phone call or email somebody and tell them you want cable access. That's right. Hey, I hope you enjoyed the show. I'd like to thank Sean McCarthy, Troy Conrad, and E-Bomb for helping make the show this week. I am your host with the most, Wes Parrish. From all of us here at DB Video and Running Amok in America, good night.
From all of us here at DB Video, we'd like to thank you for watching, and if you want to reach us, call us at this number, 953-2088. That's area code 602-953-2088.
Or you can contact us on our website at www.runningamok.com. Once again, that's www.runningamok.com. Hope to hear from you soon.